Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Yes, we do. Thanks for joining us here live on Pittsburgh CW. 7 nights a week. We're here at 10:35, taking your calls at 412-575-2600. You can also engage on Twitter at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG, and we'll start with the Pittsburgh Penguins in action tonight after a really bad third period last night where they blew a 2-0 lead and lost a point, and who knows how important that point will be as they only have 10 games left now in this regular season. But they bounced back tonight, and they had to dig a hole and get out of it to do so. Down 2-0 early, they fought back, tied, went up 3-2, 3-3, and then they got the game winner by Patrick Hornquist. And boy, what a wonderful Mr. Irrelevant he has been. The last player taken in the draft in 2005, and he has just been rock solid, and of course now with a 5-year contract. Ron Cook of the Post-Gazette and 93.7 The Fan. The Cook and Pony Show is here, and boy, that was bad last night. You don't like to see them, but, you know, against a team that's really kind of rebuilding and didn't have much to play for. Chris Letang said accurately, we fell asleep. We just gave a point away.
Right. Well, they did. I mean, they're up 2-0 going into the third, and their record under Mike Sullivan since he's taken over here has just been unbelievable after 2 periods. They've been able to just shut down game after game. Last night they got sloppy against a bad Rangers team. It was important, I thought, to bounce back tonight against a bad Montreal team that didn't have Carey Price, didn't have Max Pacioretty, didn't have Shea Weber, and they needed to get the 2 points. They did. Hornquist, man, I still don't know how Jim Rutherford was able to do that deal with him before free agency. I don't know what it's going to be like in years 4 and 5, but I'm glad that guy's going to be around the next few years anyway.
Yeah, they have a window that's wide open right now, and they're trying to win a third in a row. It's hard to do, but they're in position to do it.
Yep.
Watch out for the Florida Panthers, though. I want to throw this in tonight. I was watching their game against Boston, and they really beat Boston in all facets. It was 3-0 with about 2 minutes left, so I assume that was the final score. Roberto Luongo was on his game, and they have some pretty good young talent, guys like Jonathan Huberdeau, Bukestad, Ekblad, not to mention Vincent Trocheck. They are really putting together a good team down there, and they could be a factor in the playoffs. Now we'll talk about the NCAA, because both Ron and I were there today at PPG Paints Arena. What a good first game. Went to overtime. Trae Young had 28, although he threw up some bombs from like 35 feet away. He's the nation's leading point producer and assist maker. And it was not good enough because Rhode Island hit threes when they had to, and they win in overtime. Went right down to the end, Ron, and Rhode Island had a chance to win it at the buzzer. They couldn't get it to go. They go to overtime, and they still win that game. And so Oklahoma won and done, and quite frankly, they seem to defer everything to the freshman Trae Young.
Right.
And sometimes that's a bad thing because they start throwing up shots with time on shot clocks and not using things to their advantage.
You know, he had 7 assists today, but he also had 6 turnovers. You know, that's a lot of turnovers for a guy of his stature. I guess now there's speculation he's going to the NBA. Who knows? Now, Rhode Island, Dan Hurley, it's kind of fun to watch him on the sidelines. He's a little bit entertaining, Bob, isn't he? I don't know if he has any interest in the Pitt job. I keep hearing he probably will end up at Connecticut if he goes anywhere. Connecticut will pay more than Pitt does. But now Rhode Island got another game first against Duke, and we watched Duke in that the second game today. They're just a very good team. They can shoot it. They can rebound it. The big guy, Bagley the third, tremendous. Now, I hear they can't play defense. Krzyzewski's usually a man-to-man defense guy. They play all zone now. I don't know if that's going to hurt them against a good shooting team, but, boy, Duke certainly looked good. And then we had Villanova tonight. They look great. The 2 top seeds here really look great.
Now, Duke has so much inside, too, to complement their outside game. You know, Grayson Allen is the guy who makes it happen out there, but they have other guards like Duval. Right. He's very good. And then inside Bagley along with Wendell Carter Jr. and, I mean, it goes on and on. And they're a very good team to watch out for them. And that should be a good game. By the way, if you're wondering about, you know, the Georgia job, which was turned down by Thad Matta yesterday, well, tonight Tom Crean apparently has accepted that job. He was interviewed by Pitt, Ron. And he was playing all ends of this, trying to look for opportunities. And once Matta turned that down, it was Crean's people who moved in, and now.
Yeah, I never felt like he was a serious candidate at Pitt. I don't know if he was just using them a little more leverage against Georgia. I think right now the Georgia job is better because of the location, for one thing. Atlanta, more players in that area. I don't know what Pitt's going to do. You know, Hurley maybe. We'll see. There's a lot of good coaches out there. They just got to find one.
All right, we're going to find some calls coming up. It's time for you to call us at 412-575-2600. Get on the air. Let us know what you think. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on the Bordas Hotline, and we come back right after this short timeout.